Mischievous. Me? No. I'm just a little guy, right? I would never, uh, you know, well, I can't incriminate myself, so I would never. Hi, hello. Uh, live. It's been a while since I streamed. It feels like forever, even. But we're back. And, oh, this is the wrong profile. Don't look at my shame, my orange steak anaglyph deck. We're going back to this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I beat this checker deck last time. This last thing we did. Okay, now to unlock more decks. Oh, that was actually what beautiful timing to have finished on this checker deck run. And now it's time to win a run with any deck on at least red stake difficulty to unlock the next one. Sounds good, sounds good. And I think what I want to do is this headless, faceless, abandoned deck. We'll try this one on red stake. I just like the idea of a deck with no faces. Sounds very cool. Faceless people, always so cool. Where's this? Move myself a little bit over. A little bit this way. This way. There we go. That is ideal. Red stake, small blind gives no reward money, so I think we're incentivized to take the tag here. But I like checking this shop as well. The double tag into this speed tag will give me 20 bucks to start. This might be when I might start throwing runs, or, you know, risking runs a lot more than I need to, just to have a really good start on a run that actually has legs, but I don't quite need to do that just yet, I think. Well, let's see, what do I have the most of? Clubs? Well, I'm attracted to hearts, can I say. I didn't notice that I had 4 clubs to start, but I'll try it. Let's see. I just wanted to get in one quick run today, you know? Because I like this game a little bit. 888. Well, I do have a full house at least. I can take this. That'll get me close. There's, well, 2 full houses. Will put me well over the top. I had a lot of fun yesterday / this morning. The 24-hour stream. Also wanted to talk about that a little bit on my schedule. It does say today is a sort of retrospective day, as well as feeling like shit and playing Balatro. You know, past me was really onto something. I do kind of feel like shit, but you know, in a good way. Exhausted, like I had a really good workout that also lasted 24 hours. So the soreness is like, it's almost gratifying. Not in a weird way, but it's the kind of exhaustion that means you did something. I'm not gonna pretend it was a lot of effort. The 24 hours went by so quickly. So many people coming by, like Binya, who I saw stop by stream chat about half an hour ago, 40 minutes roughly. Binya, Denko stopped by. Sin, all my friends who stopped by and who hung out and all that made the day, the 24 hours go by so quickly. Adon, my goat, who there's that cute art on his Twitter of me reading. I did read bedtime stories last night. I think that was the thing that I enjoyed the most, that I wasn't sure that I would enjoy. I had expected to maybe read bedtime stories for like an hour, hour and a half, but I ended up reading for about 3 hours. And if it hadn't been midnight, right? If I hadn't been, if it wasn't just like a nice square time to bookend the reading, I probably would have kept doing it for longer. It was a lot of fun, especially reading Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It's like a classic, like, you know, Arthurian legend, right? So the kind that you don't see that kind of thing expressed or created sincerely anymore, really. So it's nice to just read that's classic myth, legend, sort of tale, right? The full house here, because I've used it twice before. I wanted to use the full house to take advantage of the supernova. It's early, but you can still get value out of the supernova. I'll throw in this pair because I have several hands and discards, and I like to sort of build up plays of different hands so that the supernova has a little more utility. It is best, obviously, if you're using kind of one hand more than any other, but you can still get a little bit of multiplier out of it of hands. And early, you might have the hands and discards to spare to build up those plays here. This is basically telling you what kind of multiplier you'll have for your supernova. So, clean this up a little bit. Not a bad idea. I feel a little brain foggy. I have no idea what could have caused this. Why would I feel a little bit sleepy, a little bit loopy, a little bit dull? At the end of the 24 hours, I didn't feel that way at all. I felt energetic, ready. I could keep going. But I looked at the peeked at the end of the log for the 24-hour stream, and I could tell definitely that I was a lot more tired and out of it than I felt. Which is why I lost those 2 runs. It really should have been 10 for 10 at least on the basic deck runs, on the white stake runs. So, you know, a blemish on my record. But 10 for 12, not so bad. I'm just not sure whether to take the walkie-talkie or the Cross Michel here. I think banana good, but walkie-talkie fun. And I don't want to take this knowing that it could just disappear on me after one usage. I'll take this Arcana pack so that I can also take one of these. Well, okay, sure. Why don't I just open a Legendary Joker in my first Buffoon pack? Why not that? This is Tabule. Turbule, King Queens, double multi. Okay, so how do I build around this? How do I start building around this from here? I don't actually, because this is a faceless deck, which is hilarious. I could start picking up Kings and Queens. I'll keep this on hand, just in case I have a way of picking up Kings and Queens. Or I could start promoting my my 10s into the face cards. That's pretty funny. Let's see if we can make something of this, because this is a fucking crazy card. It's a crazy card to pick up so early. I might not have taken it if I'd been able to see, but since it's the Legendary Joker that you pull as random, and it gave it to me, even with my faceless deck, I have no reason to get rid of it just yet. I will see if I can make something of it. The Acrobat is fun. It might accidentally save you. But I think I don't have any need of it right now, because I still have the walkie-talkie and the supernova are going to sustain me for a little while. Let's pull 2 kings? Sure. I'll pull 2 kings. On our way, actually. This is... Sure. Yeah, we'll do this. Because I might be able to double something, promote something. That would feed into this establishing the monarchy in this run. like, honestly, I feel like I could go for another 24 hours. Although, feeling a bit drained as I do right now, by the end of those 24, I would probably be catatonic. Uh, hey, I summoned you. Hi, I think. No, don't worry, don't worry. I won't. I definitely won't. I won't just decide to, one more run my way into another 24-hour stream. I promise. I won't. That would be so irresponsible. But wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be a little funny? I mean, come on. Here. Throw a bonus on these guys. I'll throw a bonus on these guys because... Can I waterboard? No, you won't. Haha, then what? I'll throw a bonus on these because I might be able to promote them later. And then I will death up this 6, because 6 is kind of in a no man's land as far as like the what you call it, the ranks. I'll death up the 6 because I'm putting it in range to get promoted, potentially into the face cards, because I got this random legendary joker. Gonna waterboard me, haha, then what? Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, no. Why don't I just see what this pair gets me? On this this pair with the Triboulet. I could set up for it. I could try to like set up a 2-pair or a full house. Maybe I do that instead. Yeah, I'll drop these. Well, this is perfect, actually. So we'll do this. Make sure that, actually, the multiplier is not going to be affected here. So, I'll just discard these. And I'll discard this. And I think I'll just take this. I'll take this to the bank. Oh, I forgot I had the walkie-talkie. So, the sequencing did matter there. 10s before the kings, because when the 10s are scored is when you get the multiplier for the walkie-talkie. And then sequencing the kings after means that you'll multiply the multiplier that you got from the walkie-talkie. So, something to remember for that next time. 250 chips, -2 hand size. This makes me want to play Unga Bunga High Card. I want to play that so bad, but I'm already doing something stupid. So, abstain for now. Abstain for now. From going, oh, another king, don't mind if I do. It's actually coming together. Terrifying. Dropping these. I'll keep these because it could turn into a full house situation. But the 4s and the 10s are my goats. My go-tos. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just take this because this scores 10s and 4. And then we're working on multiple situations here. Put this vampire in a full house situation, and yeah, let him do whatever. Honestly, just don't worry about it. This 2-pair? This 2-pair, what is that? No, it's 10, 16, 36, 72, and I will use it once. This will be the second time I use it, so it would have ×2 on the multiplier. This is also just me discarding. Toss these. Gets me closer. And it does give me... It does put my ass in a full house situation. With these 3 4s that are all gonna get walkie-talkied. Watch me walkie my talkie, if you don't mind. It's not weird, I promise. 2-pair, sure. Oh, I'll take this guy. But it doesn't give me any closer to my dream of becoming royalty. So we'll take the special pack instead. Kind of hoping for a... I was gonna say kind of hoping for God, what is the special card that gives me, makes it all one rank? Ouija. I'm hoping for a Ouija. And then there's like, what if I like Ouija into kings? Or Ouija into queens with this silly fellow on deck? I would like that. I would like that very much. So I'm going to favor Spectral Pex even more than I do. I'll take a rare Joker. Even if it bankrupts me. There's some really nice rare Jokers. And they're often very fun too. The Vagabond. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorite rare Jokers. So happy to have received it. I'll take... Drop these maybe? I'll drop these, I think. Even though I'm very close to a flush. I'll drop these actually, because I want to keep 4s for my walkie-talkie. Drop these and this. And keep these because I want to put myself in a full house situation if I can. King? Don't mind if I do. I'm going to find a way to deploy this. In this round. We're going to find a hand for you, my king. Don't worry. I'll drop this pair. Yeah, I'll drop this pair to discard. I can also use this king because it's a wild card. I can use it in flushes. So maybe I don't do that, and maybe I just cash out on this king like so, like this sequencing, so that I get the multipliers on walkie-talkie from the hearts, the 4 and the 10 of hearts. Actually, this would almost definitely win the blind, so I would rather get some value out of the Vagabond here before I do that. Gave us an Emperor, which gives us a Hierophant. So, Hierophant, and then I can use the Sun. I guess we're gonna flush ourselves. You know, I could have done that on the King as well, and then Hierophanted the King, so that the King would be enhanced. And a heart. But we'll accept this, actually. Balatro, a game where the rich always get richer. And we'll, so that being the case, I'll Hierophant at the 4s, because they work with the walkie-talkie. They're already valuable, and in this game, we want to make our valuable things more valuable. Almost always the way to go. Unless you need to pivot to like another tier of value. Sure. Chariot? What do I chariot here? Chariot the ace? I'll chariot the ace, I think. Actually, what I'm going to do is toss these. And then the whatever least valuable card I have when I don't have any more discards is the card that I'm going to chariot. It's going to be this 9 now. So I'll chariot this 9 because I'm not going to play. And then I will build my hand like this. I'm gonna play the 7. It's unwarranted, but I am feeling a little scared about this. I don't want to talk all this and then die. I don't want to crash out on the 3rd ante. So we'll just play this first. Well, there we go. Looks like I'm okay. Looks like I'm doing just fine. Can't, unfortunately, buy any of these. I want this. I want you so bad. I want you so fucking bad. Because I want that Ouija. I want a Ouija into royalty. I want to consult the dark magics and have them make me king. I'm going to play as many blinds as I can because I want to Vaga my bond until it's raw and sad. I was leaning towards something like maybe forcing flushes, but meds? No. I'm good, thank you. I'm all stocked up. I was thinking into like maybe forcing flushes on hearts, and maybe that is the play. But while I'm here, why not enhance some other cards or some other suits? I have 2 pairs played. I'm building a straight here, but since it's the Faceless deck, we don't have any jacks in the deck, so I can't build a high-end straight. I can build a low-end straight off of an ace through 5, but I can't build a high-end straight off of these. So it's not as appealing as it might otherwise be. You got a new? Okay. Thanks for lurking. And whatever your Newman, for whatever purpose, I hope it goes well. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And thanks for being so supportive during that very long stream of mine. I'll drop these. Maybe I look for 6, but I don't have I don't have any multipliers up here really, other than these. Let's walkie-talkie. So maybe 80 chips here, plus 20, so 100 chips, and an 8 times multiplier is a good start, but it's not going to get me all the way there, I don't think. So I'll save these for a full house situation and try to discard my way there. A king. Okay. I can only use this king, I think, in a flush, or if I pull my other kings, do that. I'll discard here and see what I get. Okay, I will take. If I take this full house, I get 73 plus 73 plus 80, 153. 153. So, okay. We'll play these out to discard. And then oh, this is lovely. This is so lovely. These 2 kings, it's a nice multi. On top of my full house. It's a nice multi on top of another multi, but you need to have some base to begin with, right? If I just do these, what am I getting? 2, 4, 8? No good. So I have to play this part of something else. Or I have to have other cards that are going to build multi for me, which is these 10s. These 10s will build up 8 to 16 to 32. And that is going to be very nice. So to prime this play, because the play that's going to win me the hand, I'm hoping, is going to be the one with these kings. To prime that, I will toss these. Toss these, and then... Oh my god, a full house with these kings? My. Alright. This... We'll see where the party takes us with these. I will Hermit. Do I? Because I want more value out of the Vagabond. I want to see what other tarots he can pull me. Since I have Temperance, this represents like $36, which is pretty good. But I'm also missing out on whatever I could find from him. Stuff. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Forcing royalty into the Faceless deck is... It's kind of fun. Yeah, Temperance into the Hermit. Very good. I'll take this because I don't have any planets yet. And then... I'll take this to fill out. I need base multiplier, so we'll do that. And then... We'll take this because This means that I could roll kings and queens in the shop. Arcana packs are, you know, some of the best for tuning your deck to be what you want it to be. So, since I very, very much want to tune my deck, this would be the way to go. High Priestess is a beloved staple, but strength right here means that I can make this a 10, and I could make this a 4, or I could make both of these 4s. This might be the move. Well, no, because then I might be putting myself out of a potential straight from the bottom 8, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. I would rather maybe do this and take one of these. This king is in spades, this one is in diamonds. So we'll do this. That looks like another Arcana pack. Fortunate. Magicians. What do I death here? I want to death something. I think, spades is the safe target for flushes here. Because of this, I have king and spades. I could also go diamonds. But most importantly, I'm getting more 10s. I like that. We'll do this. Since this card's already enhanced, it feels good to copy it. I'd like to put a stamp on it too, but you don't always get everything in the order you want it. Roll this. Okay, 24 chips is pretty good. Like it's really not that bad. Since we're going to be building a lot of multiplier off this guy, I need something that's going to be like a source of chips. And with the Vagabond, I won't be stocking up on cash, unfortunately. So that is going to be a little rougher to make happen. What I'll do is sell my Supernova here, maybe? I'll sell my Mad Joker. Pick up the flash card, and then I'll just use the flash card as like a sink for my money, so that I'm always in the Vagabond threshold. Buy this just to put myself out of cash. Must play 5 cards. Okay, that's no problem. Suit. We'll dump this. Maybe we dump this. Actually, I'll discard here. So I got this flush cooking. This flush with 4s and 10s feels real good. But I also have this pair of 4s here that might put me on the board pretty well. But since it's psychic, I'd have to toss out 5 cards anyway. So we'll just toss out these 5. That's pretty good. I like it. Mercury pairs? No. I'm not. My ass is not pair maxing. Fuck that. Oh, okay. This. So. This is so perfect. We just need to draw into kings. We just need to draw into kings. Play a king. And we'll replicate these kings. We're gonna fucking Gattaca my deck into being pure royalty. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, I love that, actually. I love that so much. Okay. But what do I give up for it is the rough thing. Flashcard will eventually be very big. Supernova. while I'm playing these high cards, these like solo king hands, I could be building up the multiplier on them as well. But, you know, the reality is I'm probably not getting that many plays. So I'll drop this for the DNA so that I can replicate my kings. Half Joker here is so interesting because, well, first it's just a straight 10 multi, which is very nice. The 20 multi is obviously very good, but the 10 multi, just a flat 10 multi is, I don't have anything that's like that right now. Even though the flashcard will get there eventually, right now it is not there. And I have to survive. I can't just think about what would be best in the very, very long term and crash out at, like, I don't know, 6 ante or something. So I will do this, and then I will realize that I did not have very much money, and selling that did get me there. I got a little excited, and that's okay. I'll drop this, but that won't get me there either. What I'll do instead is pick up an Arcana back, in shame, in sorrow. And then I'll use this Temperance. Know your outs, right? I was thinking like, oh, a hermit, but that would just give me $0. But sometimes you open a Temperance, and it gives you 20 bucks. And then you can pick up your half Joker. And that's life. You know? And I'll Temperance this Fool as well. To open a Celestial pack. Flushes is kinda where I think I'm heading, because it allows me to include a king in any situation. But these picking up pairs and, you know, shipping my kings together and sending them off in this half Joker situation, probably also a pretty good idea. But Jupiter, I think, is like planning for the future, you know? I'll take this. And then roll... oh, a queen! Hello, my queen. Thank you. We are rebuilding the royalty in this Faceless deck. Re-establishing the monarchy. We're gonna put the peasants in their place. And they're gonna learn to love us. That's what it's all about, really. Toxic. Do not. You can't fix her. Do not ever pick this. You know, maybe you're different, actually. Maybe you can fix her. You know, you go for it, but I'll pass. Select. And then... not... Where is my king? Where are my kings? Ah, there you are. What's up, buddy? I missed you. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Okay. Death? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Are you seeing this? Insane. Sure. One king becomes 3 kings. I love kind of staging a coup if you think about it. This perfect workers' utopia. Faceless. No gods, no masters. You know, free real estate, really. This 10-10, sure. And then moving. Looking here, flush is what's going to get us to the promised land, I think. But I want to play these kings out and just see what they do. Pretty good. Sure, aces are just a nice value. Goes up. And then walkie-talkie is still taking us the rest of the way for now. We'll transition out of the our walkie-talkie dependence before it becomes an issue. Promise. I can quit anytime I want. So, okay, well, I'm gonna keep this to hopefully convert some of my Spade Kings to. I'm gonna teach them how to love, basically. Doing this, helping Luigi. Nope. Hex is fine. Actually, Hex is not fine. I'm not. My ass is not taking Hex. And then -2 random joker, minus 1 hand size. My hands aren't that big, I'm gonna be honest. You can tell by my voice. My hands are not huge. I can't afford this. But these 2 kings, I'm gonna teach them how to love. And then they can love each other. And we'll skip this. 1 type of hand? Wow. Ain't that some shit? I want to clone this king so fucking bad. But if I do, I'll be locked in on high card for this blind. And I'm not trying to crash out like that. Instead, what I'll do is just... I'll just win, I think. Get my ass out of here. Devil? Sure. Well, what am I looking at? Yeah, this is correct, I believe. Drop these. There we go. I'll make this 2 into gold. And then... this gets me pretty far, I believe. But since... wait. Okay, so this just requires you to play a hand. I don't think it implies that you don't need it to be scored. It doesn't say it needs to be scored. So... but it does. Wow. Sometimes. Games lie to you. They say one thing and they mean another, and ain't that some shit? More hearts. We're gonna teach some cards to love. Credit card, not always a great pickup. Does have synergy with the Vagabond because you can spend up to $20 and still up to $24 and still be, you know, living within a vagabond's means, so to speak. Picking up this guy because I want... this. Standard, because there might be kings in here. There could be kings here. Wild card? Okay, so I can use this in my any of my flushes. And it's polychrome, so that is lovely. So that any multiplier that the flush has, it's going to be amplified by including that little polychrome buddy of mine. King of Clubs. More like King of Hearts. Like so. This Wild King we will clone. Beautifully. Ooh. We'll clone, we'll make these kings lucky as well. I like this. I like this very much. Okay, drop these over here. This is getting better and better. I'm kind of excited. Just play these because I want tarot. I want my tarot. Oh, and a queen. The king's and a queen. Wow. It's platonic. It's platonic. Don't worry. Nothing weird. Drop this. Drop this. Cool. This might be where I settle down for now. I think this is where I settle down. Cool. Yeah. This is looking good, feeling good. Looking cute, feeling cute. That's what life's all about. Not really. For some people. Holy shit. Well, I'll take this Arcana pack, because opening it allows me to use these Arcana cards as well. Hanged Man? Yeah, so I can... These guys, they are not happy with the newly established monarchy. So you know what we do to them. Dissenters, right? Yeah, that's what we do to dissenters. Death, of course. Just like that. Death to twos. Up with kings. Judgment? Nope. Spin my wheel instead. Oh well. Take this as card. Then I'm up packing my Celestial. You know what it is. Oh, not Tuesday afternoon. Roll here. Temperance. One shy. Unfortunate. Next. Okay. I didn't even look at what the boss bind was. Am I fucked? No, I'm not. Cool. Hey, look at that. It's a king that I can clone. I will discard here, hoping to pull a better king to clone. And I do. This is not my goat, but he is better than these guys. Don't tell myself that, okay? Lovers. Look. Enemies. Spades and hearts, enemies. Now. Lovers. We love a good story, don't we? Yes. 3 kings. Pretty cool. But not what I want just yet. Toss, maybe? Toss and toss. Because these are hearts, but not the... These are hearts, but not the ones that I want in my final hand. Yeah, Our Perfect Kingdom does not include these cards, I think. So I will play them out, and they'll benefit from the half joker. I'm not sending them out with nothing. But this is a pretty hand. A nice flush house. Why not? Why not a flush house? But before I do, I want to turn this king into a golden king. You can sit in the chair and watch this house get full and turn to gold. How about that? Nice. Death? More death? Please. Can't have a kingdom without death. How are we supposed to establish a monarchy out of this workers' utopia without a little death, you know? And not that kind of little death, but maybe that one too. Polychrome is so good to have. Stacking with the Triboulet. I love it so much, but that -1 hand size is problematic. Pick up the Arcana pack. Sure. Pick up the Arcana pack. Death to diamonds. Give me a king who has learned how to love. Hi, Prince Anime. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Bunny. Oh. Milk's got the bunny love? Oh my god. I need a milk sub. That feels like I said something wrong, but like it... Oh. Anyway, hi, good to see you. Glass? Sure, make it a glass king. A heart of glass in this king. Romantic. He's just like me for real. This... I opened these packs looking specifically for royalty. But this red stamped 10 of hearts represents 10 multi. So, or 4 multi twice, it should say, and 10 chips twice. So, worthy. Very worthy. Skipped out on him because my hands are not so large. Can't afford it. Can't afford to lose any that I got, you know? Drop these. And these hearts, they were welcome in the beginning of our revolution, but now they're just taking up space. They thought they were going to be poets. No, they're digging dishes. Oh, our wild kings are disabled because of the goad. This is it, actually. This is what I was looking for. This is what I want. Nice. Hermit? I will take that. Oh, I would take that all the way to the bank. If I do discard these, what am I looking for? Maybe just another hand to play out? Yeah, I'm just looking for another hand to play out. Before I, you know, spend everything. But maybe I don't have that luxury here. And I should just play the best hand that I have. And be glad that I found it. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, I also have this lovely steel card in hand. Hey, look at that. Got me there. That's nice. Hermit? Okay, well, I want to play these because I got a High Priestess, and I am loyal. So, you know I gotta pick up. I gotta pick up. Pick up my girl. Death. Oh, sweet death. Just a little one, please. Just like this. A sweet, sweet little death. Like this. By like this, I mean like this, actually. Not like that. I could... I've already taught all of these how to love, except for this 5. He's getting promoted. He put in the work. We'll make this... and this king and queen. I'm playing matchmaker. They're getting lucky. And these guys, sure. Beautiful. It's all coming together. Our monarchy. Our monarchy is blossoming. And yeah, we're gonna want 4 of a kind. We're gonna want 3 of a kind. In our upgrades. So yeah. This monarchy is just flourishing. Standards. Well, I was getting tarot cards by playing cards. Getting them by discarding also feels good. Next. Polychrome Joker. I do want some more of these, but no play, no pay, you know? I would love to clone this glass-hearted king. That's what they called me in college. That was too much. Yeah, that's fine. I know that was too much. It's fine. That's like I'll save this for creating a full house situation. When I can put some kings in a full house situation, that is when I'll use my strength card. Or any other kind of situation, honestly. If I have like... what? 5 of them? I could promo 2 of them and make it a flush house, which is... good shit. Gonna drop these. Gonna drop these, and soon I think I'm gonna transition out of this walkie-talkie, but for now, it is giving me some multi that I do desperately need to kick off these, you know, royal balls, we'll say. I could also start promoting these 10s into jacks, because I'm getting enough of these, like, strength cards that I feel like I could turn a lot of those jacks also into queens. And we'll have a deck full of kings and queens with which to blind eyes and steal dreams, as one does. I don't need this to do this. Drop this. Oh, I don't need a star. I don't want the star. Get this out of my house. Discard. I'll discard these two. I kind of don't want to risk tossing this, breaking this game just yet, so I am happy to keep it where it's at. Although, wait, hold on. Is my full house? Yeah, my full house is not very strong. Flush house is strong by default. My full house is not. So I'll keep this a flush. Or maybe I discard for that. Oh, there we go. This is even better. This is even better than the setup I had prior, which was not bad. I don't want to promote these 10s out until I'm ready to transition out of the walkie-talkie. Nice. That's good. Well, don't mind if I do. Holographic Jack of Diamonds. I could definitely make this guy into I'm gonna promote this dude as soon as I see his ass. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Do you have access to another standard pack? I'm just not going to right now. If I like sold these, I could buy this, but I'm being so greedy as it is. I'm being so greedy as it is. I'd rather just play through it. Play through the pain, you know? Next. Drop these. Drop these without reservation. Look at that. This guy is getting promoted to royalty. Absolutely, this man is getting promoted to royalty. And then someday we'll teach him to love. Not just yet, but someday. For now. Oh, hi. Hello. Musty. So good to see you. Hello, Musty. Hello, Raiders. Hi. It is so good to have you. With my default raid notification. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. It's me. I'm June. I'm a vampire. Small male vampire who really likes Balatro and so many other things. You know what else I like? I like Mustbroke and Mustbroke's lovely viewers and community. That's true. I am, by most definitions, a nerd, and I cannot stop playing this fucking game. Right now, I actually just finished playing this game for the better part of 24 hours. I finished up a 24-hour stream at 8 a.m. this morning, and I thought, you know, after playing 12 runs or so, in between hanging out, playing video games with other people, I thought, you know, what I'd really like to do after taking a 3-hour nap. I'd like to play Balatro. That sounds like fun. So I'm playing Balatro on a fresh profile that I started yesterday at the beginning of the 24-hour stream. 10 for 12 on run so far, which is cool. White stakes, of course, because it's a fresh profile, but 10 wins out of 12 attempts it feels good, you know? Right now, I started with the Abandoned deck. No face cards. No face cards, no royalty, no gods, no masters in this Abandoned deck. But then I rolled this guy in one of my first Buffoon packs. And we're rebuilding the royalty now. Must, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you everyone for stopping by, for being here, and for the support. And please enjoy your food, enjoy lurking, and I will enjoy Balatroing. I appreciate you. You're the best. You talented, industrious, just wonderful person. So supportive. So much fan art for so many people. One of the first to make fan art for me, actually. Must drew a little portrait of me before I even had a fan art tag. So it's just sitting somewhere in on my timeline. But it was amazing. And so is Must, and so are the people that Must brought here. So yeah, we're playing Royal Coup Simulator and reestablishing the monarchy after some, you know, star-eyed revolutionary established a paradise without the upper echelons. That's just free real estate, you know, because this guy double mult, big mult on every king and queen that's scored. Gets real silly real fast. 10 becomes 20, becomes 40, becomes 80, becomes big number. And big number make brain happy. Bing bing wahoo. You know? That's what life's all about. If life ain't about bing bing wahoo, what is it about, really? Hashtag true. Thank you, Benya. I kind of just want to play this for the money. This started as a jack that I pulled from a standard pack. Promoted that jack to a queen, and now it's a queen of diamonds. All we have to do is teach her how to love with a sun tarot card. But since we don't have that just yet, I will just play her out to use her gold stamp. Hanged Man, very useful for dealing with, you know, dissidents. People who don't agree with reestablishing the monarchy. That's what this card is for. Going to keep... I think we use this flush house. I think this flush house gets us there, almost definitely. But I'm not 100% sure. And I would like to discard to pick up some what's the word? To ferret out some dissidents that we can send to the gallows. This polychrome wildcard 2 of diamonds is actually the last piece in our flush here. So do that. And, you know, actually, because it's 1.5, I think it actually doesn't matter because of the way multiplication works. But I want to put it before the times 2 multis. Or no, I'll put it after because these might proc the 1 in 5 lucky multi. And so it would mean that our base multiplier is higher before it hits this guy. Multiplying a bigger number results in a bigger number than if you multiply a smaller number, right? I think. Okay. Nice. The system works. Off we go. Empress? Sure. Because we're relying on our royalty needs subjects to rule over, right? So the big multi requires a high small multi to get the most out of it. And these guys, well, because I'm also running Vagabond here, I gotta empty the royal coffers with every opportunity. Jupiter? Yeah, sure. I also could have taken Cirrus there. Cirrus might have been better, but I saw Jupiter, and it made me more stupider. I'm a boy after all. Roll this. These guys, I could go for the Abstract Joker. I'm gonna need to replace this Half Joker at some point. But I feel like the Abstract Joker just isn't good enough. Because sometimes I do play out... Oh, so how I started rebuilding the monarchy was with this DNA card. I pulled one king, or no, I pulled this DNA card after I pulled the Triboulet, and the vision started to come together. I pulled one king from a standard pack, and that one king, he did a little mitosis via the DNA. We Gattaca the royalty back into existence. This looking good. I'm playing a lot of flushes, so flush would get 11 multiplier from this card. Compared to this, it's pretty good, but I want the multiplier to be in the hand to some degree, because the cornerstone of this run doesn't multiply from the Joker slot. It multiplies from when the cards are being scored. Blinds. The house, this isn't so bad. Since I have the house coming up, I can cheat a little bit by using these guys. A lot of my cards are enhanced, so if I brick one of the enhancements that's already existing, it's worth it because at least I'm not losing the run. I don't think I'm ready to get rid of my walkie-talkie crutch just yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Once I can clone some cards that are getting mults from this Empress, from Empresses and such, then maybe I get rid of the walkie-talkie. But because it's providing the base for my Triboulet, I'm not in a rush, yeah? This. Perfect. Uranus. Yep. Down to $2, so I'll be pulling tarot cards. So this is a little silly, right? But I sort by suit, sort by rank. My cards up here are more likely to be kings. So if I pick one at random to clone, it's more likely to be a king than the ones down here. Hey, check that shit out. 2, multi. Ooh, okay. And then, okay, so look at where this guy is. I believe there will be kings. I should have done this first. I believe there will be kings to the left of him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this is a heart. Then I'm going to assume that these 5 are hearts. I might be miscalculating. It's fine. The alternative is just discarding. This was a heart, so I'm going to just hope, pray, and bet that these are hearts. That would mean that these are kings. So maybe that's a little optimistic, but we got a lot of hearts. Give it a shot. Almost. So the very edge of that was spades. And now I know that. Toss this. And then I want to get the most out of whatever hand that I play here, because we're running low on hands. To make that happen, I'm going to use all my discards. Actually, I think I have a pretty good hand here. And this is why I have the glass card. This is why I needed a glass-hearted king. He will throw himself at the feet, at the mercy of the crowds for the sake of the monarchy. Toss these. There we go. Nice. And I didn't hear the sound of glass shattering. We survived. Isn't that nice? I'm not going to use this. Arcana, sure. And then High Priestess. Well, I mean, I spy with my little eye some people who are not interested in this new era of royalty. Goodbye. It's Jumbo. Cirrus. I think I'm going to want Cirrus. Because I'm going to start looking for flesh houses. And this, Cirrus's multiplier scaling will very rapidly outpace the basic flushes. So, we'll go with this. I do like hearts, but we are well past the stage when I would have, like, just wanted any old heart. Polychrome. Oh, I have too many discards for this to be so worth it. But I kind of think of this as like converting your discards into hands. So you can still use hands the way you would use discards, barring whatever jokers you have. But if I have 4 discards, then not so worth it. I really like this guy. I love that it's polychrome too. I need a polychrome or another big multi to go on the back of this, but not just yet. And definitely not that one. I think maybe it's time for me to transition out of Vagabond. Maybe it's time for me to transition out of Vagabond and just start hoarding wealth. But I'm not set up to do that, so just reroll. Death, yes, death. Can't have a kingdom without death. Not a cool one anyway. They're kind of a lame, shitty kingdom without death, but not the kind that I'm building. Next blind, I'm going to try to win as quickly as possible, because I'm not getting any value out of this Vagabond. I will, of course. I want to clone this king. And I will clone this king. I'm looking at how many 10s we have. Kings and 10s are hot commodity at the moment. This 10 with the multi, I don't have enough of those. This king with the this 10 with the implicit multi that I empressed on him is a pretty cool guy. I think I want to clone him. Yeah, I'll clone him. Because a nice base for the kings to multiply off of is nice. I'm getting rid of some of these dissidents. You know, offering them a bit of land, maybe? What if you had a parcel of land? What if I gave you, like, a cow? You know? You could be a 10. No principles. Just like this, maybe. I could also take this flush house with no king. I kind of want to see how this plays out, because all of these are also building multi off the walkie-talkie. But then this would be like what, 5 times? This would be like just 20. Whereas if I do this, well, 20, but then maybe 38. But if I do this, we have 16, 32, or potentially 16, 36, 72 because of the lucky. So I'll play that out. Nice. Discard this just because I want this tarot. Because I miss my vagabond. I made a little too much money, and he doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. But I'll get a tarot from somewhere else, it's fine. Spin my wheel. Ass. Ass, 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 ass. I'm like 0 for 10 on the last fucking 10 Wheel of Fortunes that I rolled. How the fuck is that card 1 in 4? No way. Ain't no fucking way that card is actually 1 in 4. They are lying. They're liars. John Balatro and his company are all filthy, filthy liars. We'll take this flush. Yummy. That was good. I do actually need to replace this guy now, though. We'll see. If I get a judgment here, I might use it. Or a high priestess. I am loyal to. I am loyal to my royalty. This guy does not need to be wild anymore. He could be multi instead of wild. That'd be cool. Nyelo. Nyelo Danko. Nyelo Denki. Welcome back. I am... This run has really spiraled and taken on a narrative. I am a broken record, but this started as a faceless deck. Then I pulled this Joker out of one of my first buffoon pack. And even though this was a faceless deck, it started with no kings, no queens, no gods, no masters. I saw this guy and an opportunity to restore glory to my kingdom. So I picked him up. And then I saw this DNA card hanging out. And I pulled a king from a standard pack. And we cloned that king. And we have, over the course of the last 7 antes, rebuilt this kingdom. And we are making it beautiful now. So I would say the Balatro is going. Just, I'm having a fucking great time. And Musty, the Musty with the Mosty rated and brought so many lovely people to the Balatro stream. And also, I don't know, Mokuba and Sakamoto, if you're still here, thank you so much for following me on the back of the raid. I do appreciate that so much. And, you know, it was going to be one run, quick in and out, 1 hour, but this run is so much fun. I'm taking my time with it and optimizing more than I would if it was like a more straightforward run. I like money. I do like money, but I like my High Priestess as well. So I'll use this first and see what it gives me. It's so wacky. Yeah, you really can do lots of weird shit with Balatro. You just gotta like, you know, you gotta know your outs. You know, it's like poker. You gotta see the vision. You gotta imagine what could be. You know. That is something I also like about playing on lower stakes. Something I like about playing on lower stakes is that you can risk more stuff like this, without crashing out on like the 4th ante. Sartrue, thank you. I know that means a lot coming from you. Sartre. What are my blinds coming up? Yeah, that's good. These guys are looking pretty good. I think I want. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm struggling a little bit to choose between this or this. Can't believe I haven't beat the game yet. Hey, Ghost. Hi. Good to see you. It took you like 30 minutes? Damn. You are truly a prodigy. Teach me your ways, oh wise ghosty. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Propulsio? You're so freaking schmott. So freaking schmott. What's up, King? Speaking of kings, I'm not going to give you the whole spiel, but we took a Faceless deck, and we are rebuilding the kingdom. This deck started with no kings, no queens, no gods, no masters, and we are rebuilding. No guillotines allowed in this run. Queen? Sure, I guess. I feel like I'm past the point where one queen would make a difference, but having a lot of fun. I hope you're having a good day, Ghost. I really do. It's somewhat the late afternoon / evening for you, and I hope the day has treated you as well as you deserve, which is, of course, very well. Only the best. For you and anyone else who can hear my voice right now. 10, I'm still using my walkie-talkie security blanket. I'm not ready to let go yet. But when I am, I can toss that 10. Who up tossing a 10 right now? Not me. Okay, finally time to get rid of this half joker. Because the ramen, the delicious ramen. I'm glad it's going good, by the way. I'm glad it's going good. Taco Bell, what do you got? What do you got? What's your order? Come on. Taco Bell orders, if you can hear me, please share your Taco Bell order. I do love blasting my Baja. I love blasting my Baja. And I don't care who knows it. Soft tacos? Good. Good shit, good shit. Do you like the Taco Bell hot sauce? There are Taco Bell nugs now? Excuse me? Who let Taco Bell have nugs? You have Baja Blast even though you shouldn't? Look. You gotta go to the bell and not blast your Baja? No ghost of mine would ever go to the bell and not blast his Baja. Ooh. I love it, I love it. I was actually gonna say, usually when I go to Taco Bell, I come home and I'll like pick out like which hot sauce I want to use. And like from my cabinet. It goes pretty well with some Cholula or, you know, whatever. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes are also one of the few remaining actual value items, right? I think they're still like just a couple bucks. They're so good. They're so good, if I may borrow from the Denki lexicon. I feel like this ramen is shaming me for discarding. But the cheesy gordita crunch, Locos Tacos inside. Wait, did they just do that, or do you have to ask for that? Because that does sound good. I like the chalupas as well. Underrated, I think, the chalupas. You can ask? Got it. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I would do it. Like, if I worked there, I'd be like, damn, that actually sounds all good. Sure. No problem, no problem. I wouldn't give no attitude. When Denki says she wants the Doritos Locos Tacos instead of the Gordita Crunch, I sit my food service ass down and I listen. That sounds yummy. With this, maybe? I want to play this card because I want money. I just like money. But I think we'll like this instead. And see where this takes us. I haven't taught her love yet. She's still a diamond, not a heart. Hey, whoa. I didn't say we were being a special order Karen. But, I don't think you are either. I think it's just a different shell. They literally just have to grab a different shell instead of the like the basic one, right? That's got to be no trouble. No, it's not a special order Karen type thing. This is me being silly. Promise. One, the hook, the hook, the hook. I think it's time to say goodbye to the vagabond. He has been so useful, but you know how it is. There's no room for dirty vagabonds in this kingdom anymore. We do like parties, though. How about a feast? Vagabond. Vagabondly. This card, true. Please, you know, maybe. Owie. Actually, that sounds painful. Yes. XPMO with that special order shit? Yeah. No. When I used to, actually hate, I love treating my mom and my friends, anyone, I love treating people to food, but there are some people that I hate going out with because I gotta sit there while they like, they like very, very specifically everything they want, and at this point, it's like, why are we going out to eat? Because if you just want this extremely specific thing, I would rather not have to deal with you doing this and make it for you at home. Like, I'm talking, we go to McDonald's and it's like, yeah, I want a fish fillet, and can you make sure the cheese is good, and can you make it fresh, and I want some fries and make sure they're also fresh, and can you, I will sit and wait in the parking lot until they're ready, and I have to just sit there like, are you a real person? What the fuck, dude? That's real. That's real. You get embarrassed when people ask for super complicated shit from Starbucks. Exactly. It's like, you don't need all that. You're not tasting all that. Come on. King with the glass heart. Literally me for real. Drop this. Sure. I just wanted to clone him. I think he's that one shattered. Unfortunate. Like, put this. Like, this is what I'm looking at using. This hand here. Not even the barista. Yeah. I don't get it. I wouldn't say I get anxious for them, but I do get irritated on their behalf, because. Like, you can just imagine, right? But it's like they're just sitting there like, okay. And like hoping that this person with their hyper-specific order doesn't come back and say like this very specific thing that they wanted wasn't in their drink or wasn't how they wanted it. And it's rough. It's hard out there. Didn't mean to discard the steel card. It's fine. Drop these. They do. It's a lot of it, the way that things are and are handled is unfortunate. So, for sure. I don't want to use this guy. I want to save him for a, maybe like next, like the 8th ante. Because he cloned, but I think. Yeah, I think he cloned, but then he, like, shattered. The original shattered. Yeah, food service workers, I would say most of them do very much deserve better than the, what they have to deal with. This, functionally, is actually very similar to the multi-card. Because I get 4 multi off this, except it's better because I'm also getting the chips. But I will say that because it also has that, it is also a gold card. So, this. Looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I would really want my flushes to be higher level by now. But I think this still has the capability of getting there. Make sure the king is at the end because I'm giving this multi, you know. I want this multi to potentially apply to any lucky card procs, so that's why he goes at the end. No procs, actually. That's kind of fucked up, but we got there. Nice. Cirrus? I've been leveling this up just in case, because this is a very, very, very yummy multiplier. And I might be able to force it with this setup. Celestial Pack? Yeah. Flush? I just said that I wanted it to be higher level. Thank you so much, game. Sometimes the game is very generous. Very nice. With 15 kings and 11 tens, forcing that seems like a valid option. So we're hoping for, what I'm saying is we're hoping for one of those from the standard pack here. Neither. These cards are just going to complicate things for all of these peasants that remain. So, skip. Reroll surplus. I'm on the 8th ante. All cards debuffed until one joker sold. Which joker will I sold? Well, it's gonna be the DNA joker. I say that like I don't already know which one it's gonna be. Reroll surplus? Sure. I'll get a couple rerolls on this guy, maybe? Although, the ethereal tag. Well, I don't know what I could get out of a special pack that I want. So, I think what I'll do is I'll just keep my money. And instead of rerolling this way, I'll reroll by playing through this blind. And seeing what pops up. This and this. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. And this 9. Not good enough anymore. Strength. Strength? Yeah, this queen is strong enough to be a king, I think. And then, oh, you toss this little 3. Promo this queen into a kingship. And then I can make a full house out of them. No. I could, but I'm going to instead just maybe clone. Clone this one. Because it's holographic, gold seal, it is a real nice card. If I could just get it to work with my flush plan. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts, and there was a girl that would order her iced coffee with 16 Splendors. You had to... Did you have to get 16 Splendors, or did you have to, like, put the 16 Splendors in the coffee? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up, dude. Oh my god. No. I would have been... If I was, like, in line there, I would have been fucking livid. You had to... Oh my god, you had to do it too? No fucking way. This... Ugh. Guillotine that woman. Gross. Yeah, that's awful. Glad that era is behind us. I'm glad you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. Well, it's up with her head. Exactly. Thank you. We are on our Red Queen arc, because Red Queen era, you know? Even guys can have a Red Queen era. Mods, off with her head. Mods, put 15 Splendors in her iced coffee. And don't tell her. Death? Would you like death? Oh, High Priestess here. Sure. I just want planet. I just want multi. Maybe not ideal. If that packet had a hanged man, that would have been my go-to. Emperor, hanged man. Hello. Hi. Hey. Any dissidents in chat? When I was a kid, take the sugar packets in restaurants, pour them into my mouth. I used to do that too. I would pour the sugar packets into my mouth, or I would just like put the whole sugar packet in my mouth and just like chew on it. And it would be like chewy, sweet paper. Because then you get the like, you get the eating paper, and you get the eating sugar. And that goes pretty hard. Hell yeah. / hashtag hunt men. Hashtag not my hashtag. You know, for not the one that I pursue. I'm not exploring that hashtag. But you know, if you want to, you know, feel free. You did that too? Nice, nice, nice. You like drinking little Mexican creams? Those are just like little, they're like little sweet shots. And no, I am a digital avatar of a small vampire boy. No, get your mind out of the gutter, please. Or don't, but you know, enjoy yourself. That's all I'm saying. You two drink. Yeah, the half and halves at restaurants. I actually haven't had the half and halves. I would like the little flavor ones. I like the hazelnut ones. Those are good. Smoked sweet tarts. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. I remember. Remember smoking sweet tarts. I remember. Anything that is cylindrical, is a cigarette with the right imagination. Here, what am I looking for? Glass, I guess. Maybe glass. To multiply the multiplier. But more likely, I just want to drop this 2, I think. People in your middle school snorted sweet tarts and pixie sticks and constantly playing with tactic. Dude, that is... You are of my era. You are my people. That's, that is for real, and for sure. To the good old days. Tech decks do fucking own, actually. Who is it that has their tech deck? Who has a tech deck? Is it Mari that she has her own, she has like a Mari tech deck? But people at my school did also snort the sweet tarts and pixie sticks. Yeah. They'd be like, look, it's so fucking cool. They never got me to do it. Never got me to do it. But there were people doing that, yeah. You should get it. Oh my god, Tech Deck Hand Cam? Holy shit. Tech Deck X Games Hand Cam collab? Yo. Hey, yo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude, Tech Deck X Games Hand Cam collab. Think about it. I do remember the Cinnamon Challenge. They never got my ass doing that either. Most of the really stupid shit that people got into when I was like elementary, middle school, high school, the challenges and stuff. I didn't buy it. Usually, like, that's fucking dumb. Oh. But I do remember all of them. Yeah. This blind got my DNA throbbing. Get rid of that shit. An extremely goofy movie. I don't remember like the distinction between the two Goofy movies. Everything I remember about the Goofy movies, I think it like blends together to like one movie. But I do love Heart to Heart, that song, right? That's the like the big like climax song. That song fucks. That was a good song. If we're looking to each other's, he's like that. Is it? Oh, was it like one of the straight to VHS ones or straight to DVD? Yeah. That is what I remember. I love that song. I think it's actually like a great song. Straight to VHS. That. What can I say? That tracks. That tracks. Okay. Then I did not actually see that one. I didn't see that one. I should have sold this before I discarded that purple tag. But whatever. We'll turn this 2 into a steel 2. Powerline song. Powerline. That's what it is. Yeah. I fuck with that song. I love that song so much. It's good shit. We'll go here, and then 3. Flush House. This is gonna be very yummy. I hope. Yeah. If it was a straight to VHS one, I probably didn't see it. But I do. I remember the first one was like so fucking good. Ooh, that was yummy. Look at that, 2 mil. A cool 2 mil to close out this 8th ante. I have seen multiple people also, maybe multiple. I say like maybe 2. That also had Pete as their as like maybe like not Yumeing, but like husbando. Yeah, they were in Pete was on their roster, I'll say. And I think that just a fucking sentence. Okay, Ghost, enjoy your shower. Take your time, spoil yourself. You deserve it. You're worth it. And thank you for lurking. Their waifu list. Yeah. Pete the waifu. Yeah, well, look. Revolution successfully quashed. Kingdom successfully reestablished. It's beautiful. I love being royalty. We'll see how far this can go in endless mode. Hermit? Yeah, I got 20 bucks. 20 bucks is 20 bucks, as they say. You were pretty deep in the Yumi Joshi community. That's awesome. Did you? Who did you Yume? Did you Yume? I thought you're not like a self-shipper, like, are you? Not in like an accusatory way. It's just like, I feel like that's a detail that I remember you mentioning. The Yume rabbit hole is one that goes very, very deep. You wish, but no? Yeah. Yume. If you can really lose yourself in the Yume, you can get lost in the Yume sauce. It seems like a pretty satisfying way to be. You just have friends like that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. Me too. I have friends that are very much into things that I am not at all into. And it's kind of fun to share that. Yeah. This. Keep the Hierophant. Roll. Yeah. No, it seems like such a fun way to be. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. The Vagabond is back? Get your broke ass out of my fucking sight. Get this guy instead. There you go. Do you have someone like, if you were to be a Yume, that you would Yume? Where you're like, if I liked this character just a little more, if I was a little more Delulu, this would be my fucking guy, you know? Do you have anyone like that? I'm gonna take this Mega Buffoon because I want to replace this $2 Joker. By the way, $2 Joker, my nickname in high school. Or college, I don't remember. Bloodstone? Sure. Because now we're stacking Bloodstones and Tribulays. That kind of goes hard. Okay. Yeah, skip up, skip that. Next. Also, this is good to skip because the pillar. The pillar, very annoying. In fact, I will get paid here. I will get paid and go straight to the pillar. Also, buff my throwback. Party time in the castle. Right now, or I suppose like whenever you were active in that and in that community, had friends like that, etc. The queen is lovely, but she we can send her back to the castle. Yes. Owie. Take my flesh house and go home. This Raiden from MGS2 is your would have been the Yume self ship. Gotcha. That is Michiru from Grisaya. Oh, nice. You know, good taste. I love that. That's awesome. So, and I have another follow-up question, if you don't mind. If you are you one of those people where like if you anyone that can hear my voice, if you like waifu or husbando someone, do you like and in any self-fiction or whatever, like any fiction you write, do you always keep them like in character to like the show, game, series, or whatever, or do you have like those people that are like, actually Venom would be a very sweet boyfriend. Venom would be a very sweet, thoughtful, and like caring boyfriend, you know, just for me. Or are you someone who'd be like, no, I like people who are like that, who are like already nice, who would be nice to me. There's another personality like that. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, no, it depends on the person. But it's always so strange to me how they're like, it's like, is it the I could fix him instinct? I don't know. It's just so interesting to me. People can enjoy whatever they want, you know, however they want. In that sense, right? And whatever, man. But it's just funny to me, like when they have a character that they probably just think is pretty, and because the character is pretty, they halo effect all over them, and decide that, you know, we're gonna make that he would care about me. Kageaki Muramasa, yeah, oh yeah, you're autistic mans. You're scumbag dreamboat. There you go. Socially inept husband with a dark aura. Thank you. The full moniker. the whole tagline. I'm just gonna keep on this run until it crashes out. Yes. I'm kind of happy with the deck. I don't want to bring in more stuff. It's just gonna like make it work less efficiently. Alright, that's fine. $35 on the next shop run sounds pretty good. And we're gonna buff the throwback, sure. This lineup is kinda... I wanted to get rid of the walkie-talkie a long time ago, but... it stuck it out. It was a real one. Sure. Discarding these for... what am I looking for here? Oh, well, actually, discarding these, looking specifically for my tricked out queens that just need to be taught how to love. That's what I'm looking for. Didn't find them. But this ramen is getting kind of stale, by the way. I'm gonna have to toss that soon. Tap this queen, and let's toss these guys. And I have more discards, so I'm gonna use them. I'll just use my sun on this 2 of diamonds now. I'm not going to tempt fate any further. do this, and then we'll toss him. Toss this 5 for the purple seal. Empress. Okay. It doesn't need to be a wild card anymore, so I will Empress this. And that'll be that. Okay. Where's my 4 of a kind? Not looking so hot for me. But, so the 4 of a kind is not my ideal choice here. But that does mean that all of these guys are gonna, like, you know, they're gonna do some king shit on top of each other. Molt and Polychrome will go here. This one only has Molt, so we'll send it last. I don't know why I was thinking about the 2 there. Of course that doesn't get included in the 4 of a kind. 1.6 mil though. Not bad. Not bad. For a suboptimal hand. Pawn attack. Death. Where were you? Where were you 2 minutes ago? Gold card, holographic, gold seal. So, I think I would like to replace the gold on this guy with Molt. We'll do that. And then... Ooh, or... I could clone this too. I'm gonna clone this too, actually. I'm gonna take one of these... peasants. And make them beautiful. That's what I'm gonna do. This... 8 of Hearts holographic is cool, but... Problem is, what I'm looking for in my, like, flush house and such is pretty already well established. So, let's keep it. Taking this just because I don't think any 2 pair that I could put together is going to be worthwhile. Like, if you catch my ass making pants at this stage of the game, I'm crashing out. It's over. And nose down and call it a day, you know? Reroll. Next. Manacle. If only. I could actually use this guy in like a 4 of a kind situation, so that's not too bad. Maybe I do this. 3 of a kind. Oh, whoops. Do this. Yes. Do I flush here? I actually don't care about this 2 at all, so listen. Pull a 5. Not the best, but it'll start setting up the next hand. It sucks how this game auto-sorts, so you have to, like, go back and say, no. We do sequencing here. And you gotta teach the game. Over and over. 1 mil on that hand. So I am getting to the 11th ante pretty comfortably, which is cool. This and... This doesn't matter too much. Like the arrangement here. Because I don't have any royalty, I don't know if this will be great, but I do have these Bloodstone. Making everything more valuable. So at least got over 100k. Where's Drapir? Well. Ain't that some shit. Well, this guy is not getting used. I will take an Observatory. Arcana pack, hoping for... What? I'm not actually sure. Well, I'll just crank this wheel, because the Wheel of Fortune is one of the ways that this deck could get a lot better. Yeah, well, fuck me, I guess. That's 0 for 11. I'm keeping score. I will remember. Wow, it's shit. Cool. Next. Face cards are debuffed? It's actually fucking over for me. It's actually fucking over for me right here. That's awesome. Okay. Well. Do this. This. Tower? No, hardly know her. Yeah. Yeah. That's a bad sign for me. That's a bad sign for me, but what am I gonna do? Take this flush, I guess. I'm not too worried about anything that happens at this point because this deck already won. And this is my victory lap. I was only gonna go for an hour, but sometimes the party takes you places that you didn't really plan on going. And that's life lesson. 3. I think I'm gonna look for a 4 of a kind so that I can use this guy. Maybe. You know what? Nah, I'll just take this flush house. Let's take this flush house and count my blessings. Okay, well. Oh, I cloned this guy when he was a 2 of diamonds before he was a 2 of hearts, and I almost snuck him into the kingdom, and that would not have been. What a gaffe that would have been. But he is still wild, so he could still flush. But okay, now we're looking at like a full house situation. Do I want to put these kings in a situation? What a question. The multi on my full house is subpar, we'll say. But it does mean that I don't need to discard, and it does mean that that last hand can just be for... What's the word? It does mean that that last hand can just be for score. I don't need to use a hand to discard. So I think I'll do it. I'll do this. Hope for the best. Expect nothing and hope for the best. I got absolutely nothing, as expected. 10. So what I'm looking for here is just... I want a flush house with kings and 10s. Not perfect, but it is technically what I asked for. So, no complaining. And, count them up, stack them up. Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. Crossing fingers, thank you. Because I think your crossed fingers got me there. I appreciate that, thank you. Polychrome on an 8 is neat, but this again is just not what I need. I want Ceres. At this point I just want Ceres. I want to buff my flush houses. But if I gotta go to Jupiter, I am a boy. It's my native land. I want to replace this ramen because it's getting real stale. But all I can do is magic. Oh yeah, also, yeah, I'm crashing out on this because my face parts are debuffed. Forgot about that for a second. It's fine. And fives are just not viable anymore. And a plain Wild King, also not viable. We're cooking now, we're cooking. Two steel cards on this is pretty good. It's not going to be a flush house, as you can see, but it's not nothing. It is better than nothing. And it'll, you know, I get to potentially pick up a flush house. Well, that's pretty nice. 2 mil. 2 mil is not quite enough to get us there. Even though I know I'm going to lose on the boss blind, I would like to get to the boss blind. Drops that steal on accident. It'd be like that sometimes. It's fine. This. So these guys could actually go into a flush house. Curious. Maybe like this. I'll do it like this. I see one, I take one. Didn't get everything I could have out of that, but it's okay. I am more than happy with how this run turned out. It turned out to be a very fun run. Regardless of how it ends up in the end, it has been a blast. Like this. Take this flush. Move these guys here. Killed it either way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope for this lucky card to pop. Because 20 becomes 40 becomes 80 and or becomes 40 becomes 60 because becomes 120, etc., etc. Please pop. Nope. Okay, it's fine. Okay, one last hand. One for the road. I think I'll leave this as a bonus, actually. Could make it... Well, no. You know what? Risk it. Or my biscuit. This... I will drop this 3. We'll like this. And... this does not get there. There's no world in which this gets there. But it's been real. Risky bisky. Risky bisky. Yeah, that's too bad. I only got 1 pop on the bloodstone too. Which is another big factor. But that's okay. I will take 11th ante on a turning a faceless deck into a true kingdom. I will take that. That is a good way to spend a couple hours. Thanks so much for popping in and hanging out. It's been real. It's been fun. And it's been real fun. And I appreciate you. And thank you for the good chirp. That felt fun. That was nice. So glad, so good to finally play some Balatro after not playing it for several minutes. You know? Yeah. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.